Hello everyone. As a part of the course Unit Reading Sessions, today we will discuss Unit 9 Headline and Lead Writing of MJM 22 Writing and Editing for Print Media course. In this presentation, we will see brief introduction to leads, headlines, their key elements, discuss different types of leads and headlines, and understand their writing process. I want to start by discussing the concept of inverted pyramid before we look at leads and headlines in detail. In journalism, news stories are organized using the inverted pyramid style, as you can see in the diagram. Here the information is presented in descending order of importance. This allows the audience to read the most important details quickly so they can decide whether to continue or stop reading the story. Now let's look at the question, what is a lead? A lead is the first paragraph of the story. After the headline, it is the most informative and impactful part of the entire story. Its role is to lead the audience into the story's main body. It's about 30 to 40 words long and remains objective to the news, that is, focuses on the facts contained in the story. As we know that in news coverage, the starting sentences of a report are very important. So as a journalist, the ability to compose an effective lead is one of the most critical skill to have in your skill set. As we can see from the newspaper image, the first paragraph in the red square box is the lead. It is basically an outline of what will follow in the subsequent paragraphs in detail. Now let's look at lead writing. All lead writers follow the 5 W's and 1 H approach, that is, answering questions what, when, where, who, why, and how with regards to the news story, because having read the headline, the reader may want to know more about the story. This quest for knowing more decides the content of the lead. The 4 W's, who, what, when, where, and 1 H, how, gives the factual details of the story, and the why question helps in getting to the core of the issue and its reason for happening. The subject, verb, object, sentence structure makes the idea of the lead straightforward. Hence, using active voice is the favored way of writing a lead sentence. Also, we need to take care that failure or delay in writing a lead containing most important information of the story reduces its impact and is known as burying the lead or delayed lead. Next point is kinds of leads. First category of leads is depending upon the content structure. Types of lead in this category are summary lead, descriptive lead, question lead, and caption lead. The objective of summary lead is to convey the main idea of the story to the reader. It covers most of the 5 W's and 1 H questions and may also give an idea of what is likely to happen in future. The descriptive lead, as the name suggests, is more descriptive and explanatory in nature. It is used to explain a person or a scene or an event in detail in response to where and who questions. A well-written descriptive lead is picture in words description, giving the audience a feeling of being on the spot where the news happened. For writing such a lead, it is better to contact eyewitnesses. In question lead, a proactive question can be used to generate the interest and answer to which is found in the following paragraphs of the story. In the caption lead, strong verbs and direct sentences are used with the objective of creating maximum impact. Second category of leads is based on the subject or context of content. There are 5 types in this category: quotation lead, contrast lead, staccato lead, U-lead, and blind identification lead. The quotation lead is used to add credibility to the story by recording facts as they come from the newsmaker. Quotes are generally paraphrased to drop the words which may decrease the story's impact. The other objective are to save newspaper space and readers' time. The contrast lead is based on drawing comparison between two situations. Comparison can be based on time, location, etc. of the event. The staccato lead is used when the time element is at the prime focus and most important information is in the last line. To communicate the progression in time, a series of phrases with recurring punctuation marks are used. Its structure is similar to that of a descriptive lead. U lead addresses the reader directly. It may be written as a question being asked to the reader or a statement that connects with the reader directly. The identification of the newsmaker is dropped or delayed because what has happened to him is of importance even though he is not a well-known person in his community. However, his name is used in the main body of the story. This is done to ensure that the relevance and the news value of the story are not lost. Let us now move on to headlines. Here we will discuss the definition, function and types of headlines as well as their writing process. Now let's look at what is headline. Headline is the heading of a news story placed on the top and it is printed in large font size and bold letters. Generating readers' interest is one of the most important functions of a good headline. Apart from that, a headline must be able to persuade the potential readers to read the story. It must ensure that complete message of a story is conveyed without ambiguity, and lastly, it must facilitate the reader in reading the whole story by generating curiosity. Let's now look at the headline writing process. Writing a headline involves both the literary and technical aspects. Font size, positioning of text, font style, width of the text, and presentation are some of the technical considerations. Selection of words, sentence structure, and headline type are some of the literary aspects. Headlines are written by a copy editor and not the reporter of the news story. Based on the content of the story, copy editor will compose an effective headline for the same. Headlines can be classified into various categories based on their structure, context, presentation, and positioning. Label headline does not have a verb. It is a label and is similar to a book title. Descriptive headline is the one which describes the gist of a news story by focusing on the answering the 4W and 1H question, that is who, what, when, where and how. They are also called how-to headline when they are used for explaining the step-wise process of doing something. The comment headline analyzes the implications of the news and thus enhances its impact. The trend of comment headline is growing nowadays. The quotation headline is used to emphasize a news angle or news point. The question headline is used to evoke curiosity and highlight speculative points or provoke the reader. It is more suitable for pros and cons stories. Many professionals do not prefer question headline as it leaves reader guessing about the story, while the job of a headline is to make sure that its meaning is grasped clearly. Supporting headlines that provide extra words and space to make the headline more meaningful are called headline props. In inverted pyramid style, the headline is created based on the main news point from the lead paragraph, but some news stories are built on more than one news point. Here, headline props are useful to draw attention to the remaining important points. Headline props are categorized into 5 types: shoulder or kicker, strapline, crosshead, sidehead, and navigation. A shoulder or kicker is a supporting headline placed on the top of the main headline and is smaller in size. Nowadays, it is used to highlight the news point not contained in the main headline. A strapline headline is defined as the reverse of the shoulder or kicker headline. That is, it is placed beneath the main headline. Other attributes are same as the kicker headline. The crosshead headlines role is to help sustain the reader's interest in a long story by breaking its monotony. A crosshead is written in a point size generally 2 points more than the body type. It is positioned between the running text and done so after 3 to 5 paragraphs. Its objective is to capture the most important news point contained in the paragraphs over which it is placed. A side head is positioned at the start of the paragraph. A side head is set in bold, though its point size generally matches with that of the body text. It introduces a new point in the running story and can be used as a headline for a news item in segments such as city briefs or crime briefs. Navigation is limited to 1 or 2 words. A navigation head guides reader to the story of their interest. It is placed in the middle of the story to highlight its subject by breaking the grayness of the body text. The feature headlines are used for feature stories or soft news stories. They are different from headlines used for hard news stories. These are used to add element of surprise for the reader. The headlines for news posted online are called internet headlines. For these headlines, one need to consider the search keywords and serve the purpose of marketing news content. Font style variation is also limited for online news stories as the website online platforms use a single template. So based on our discussion of leads and headlines so far, we can see from the diagram shown here how they can be arranged within the inverted pyramid of a news story as we had discussed earlier. At the top there will be headlines followed by a lead. Then the story details will follow in descending order of importance. To sum up, in this presentation, we have seen brief overview of leads, headlines, their key elements, discussed different types of leads and headlines, and tried to understand their writing process. Now we will look at few examples of few headlines created to grab users' attention. Finally, I conclude the presentation by sharing with you a quote by a US journalist named Arthur Brisbane, which very aptly emphasizes the importance of writing good leads and headlines for news stories. Thank you all for listening to the presentation.